Alright, so I found out the secret behind Shotzy's movement. But with this secret also comes some disadvantages that I'll be going over in this video. So over the last year, I've spent about $1,000 on all different controllers, as you see on the screen right now. Also, don't mind the mess. So the reason I have all these controllers is because I played on an Xbox controller for the last couple years. Well, pretty much my whole life on video games. But, you know, on computer, you can't overclock Xbox controllers, so I wanted to use a PlayStation controller, so I had to switch over. All of that's a topic for another video. I will be reviewing them, the pros and cons of each one. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. But in regards to this video, I noticed one thing about Shotzy's setup is he's been using PlayStation controllers with Xbox thumbsticks, which as you can see on the screen right now, that's exactly what I have here. On the left, PS4 controller with Xbox thumbsticks, and then on the right, PS5 with Xbox thumbsticks. Real quick to point out, Shotzzy used the PS4 for a while, and he recently just switched to the PS5. So for one, Xbox thumbsticks are very precise. They allowed for the most grip out of the three thumbsticks, the three main ones, the PS4, PS5, and Xbox. They are by far the most grippy, so if you're running around and moving like crazy, you'll be able to control it the best with Xbox sticks because of the concave shape. So that's one. That's number one. Number two is when you put Xbox thumbsticks in these PlayStation controllers, the way they're seated is actually like higher up. The thumbsticks, like PS4 and PS5 thumbsticks would not fit in an Xbox controller because they're too short, but the Xbox, they have a little bit of extra length, and something about the base of the thumbstick allows for like a wider range of motion. So from messing around with these controllers over the last couple months to a year, I've noticed that like whenever I use these controllers specifically, I'm moving very fast. And not only am I moving very fast, I have greater control when I'm moving faster like that. Like let's say when I go to dive off of like a ledge, I'm able to like keep very steady with the Xbox sticks, but literally every other stick, Control Freak or anything like that, it doesn't feel as accurate when I'm moving that fast. However, I've actually noticed some issues with these controllers that can actually explain some of the issues that Shotzzy might have when playing. And the thing is with these controllers, the PlayStation with Xbox thumbsticks, is there's that extra range of motion, so there's actually more room for error. So you have to realize these thumbsticks are not designed for these controllers, so they actually, to make them fit, you have to install them a certain way, or you have to have a company kind of fit them properly. And even then, both these controllers that I have were sent into Battle Beaver, which for PlayStation 4, you don't need to do it. You can install them yourself, but PlayStation 5, you would need to send a controller out or order a custom controller. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But with these controllers, I've noticed that since there's more room for error, you kind of have to, like, when you're on point, you're on point. But if you're feeling off at all, it's like horrible. Which honestly, let's be honest here, that could kind of explain Hook. Hook also uses this, but that could explain why Hook and Shotzzy could have their off moments. I mean, everyone can, and you're bound to, but like, you know, that they're both kind of known to be inconsistent players with a very high ceiling. What's funny about this though is I feel like they would actually benefit from a different alternative, whether it's just using a standard Xbox controller. And I know you can't overclock it, but what would you rather? Would you rather be able to overclock a controller with thumbsticks that don't fit properly, or not have overclock but you have thumbsticks that fit right? And also, aside from that too, the Scuff actually has Scuff thumbsticks, which are basically identical to Xbox, but they're made to fit in PlayStation controllers. So honestly, I think both of them would benefit more from using a Scuff Reflex. I actually bought these thumbsticks and I installed them in a PS4 controller, and I will say that they're pretty identical, like I said, to the Xbox sticks, but they actually fit properly. They don't have that extra height or extra range of motion. Also, real quick, I just wanted to point out, I've been messing with these controllers for like a year now, so I have a good amount of like time played on them. So before anyone says anything regarding that, I have gotten used to like both controllers. And at the end of the day, this is just what I've noticed. You know, you might have a different experience. Although when it comes to like these pros, they can't really switch up what they're using because it could throw them off. But yeah, anyways, this has been my analysis of Shotzy's movement. If you like this video, give it a like rating, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next video.